Hey.
Holy shit, technology. Hey, number 2.
Oh, man. Had you guys heard that? It was fucking like 15 minutes of gold.
It was the best content we've ever fucking come up with.
God damn it. Anyways,
and it's gone, so you can't verify any of our claims. So let's just start. Let's just start where we left off. So,
welcome to another episode of Mystery Children Podcast.
Mystery Children Podcast. I'm Trey.
God damn it. To my left, Trey. To my right, PJ. I'm Steve. We're shortcutting through all that bullshit this time. Hey, hi.
Fuck you, technology.
We'll retroactively get back to some of the stuff that was lost in the initial
but you know
recording.
What? Trace Key and I caught it, and that was awesome because suck if we did this whole thing. So starting out, boom, my week was good.
Well, no. Let's start back. Let's start right where we left off.
Recap. Yeah.
Let's start right where we left off, which is a little girl sitting on your lap.
Oh, God, yeah. So we're on the bus on the way home. A mom and 2 children get on, and I'm sitting there, and a little girl just sits in my lap like she knows me, dude. Or like I'm a chair and I don't exist. Really strange, really weird. And
like on your knee, or like hops up into your lap,
in my
like
lap.
Your niece or something.
Like she belongs to me, like she's my child. And I was like, so I'm slowly wedging her off of me onto my knee while I'm leaning towards my girl, and I'm telling her, "Do you see what's happening here? This is weird. I feel really uncomfortable about this." You know, like, hey.
The mom didn't say anything?
Said nothing at all, dude.
Go sit on that white guy's lap.
It was a black family.
Did Ruth say, "Get away from my man, bitch"?
No, Ruth was like, "What is going on?" And then it was weird. And then their stop came up. She hopped off and bounced.
That's fucking.
It was really weird. Now, you can take it 2 ways. Like, that's gross and weird that
it's uncomfortable for you because
it's really innocent.
But another way is that she's an innocent child who is just like, hi to everyone and super innocent to the world. I'm gonna sit in this nice man's lap and then that's it, you know. But for me, I'm sweating beads and I'm like, what is get off of me?
She didn't mean anything by it, but I mean,
of course she didn't. No.
In contemporary society, you have to make sure all of your eyes are dotted and T's are crossed. Right now, so you look around and I don't know this little girl.
Everyone's murmuring and looking at you, and like you have to miss your stop.
Oh my God,
you can't stand up.
Is he fucking that little girl?
Exactly. You know, it's not like she slid on.
Your lady's like, "This is our stop." You're like, "I better stay seated for a little bit."
Look, he made her get off prematurely.
He really made her feel uncomfortable.
made my pants feel uncomfortable.
Sick, man. That's a weird.
She got off right after he got off.
That's the fucked up situation we live in now. Like,
I got to be worried about this shit. I'm like, okay.
If we're thinking about it in a little kumbaya way, if this is our community, we're all community people writing in it. Like, then that could be like everyone should be viewed as like familial, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I guess dirtbags fucked that whole thing up.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's true.
Because I'm pretty sure that's how things started out. Oh no, it's very innocent. These are little kids.
It's for sure.
And then somebody fucked that little girl. Like, now we have to keep the little girls away from the grown men.
They just hung someone, I think, in like Turkey or something for
over some shit like
murdering like a 6-year-old girl. Like, I think it was like murder. But damn, hanging? That's some wild west shit.
Well, you know what? It'll be a long time before the next person starts doing some dumb shit like that. You know, it's like a hanging in front of like a lynch mob.
Yeah.
Or they could let the mob tear them apart, old school. You know what I mean? That's not okay.
That's funny. Yeah. You think a mob would have tore Bill Cosby apart? Probably not.
Probably not.
They were just like, "You fucking asshole."
He would have got kicked in the head, kicked his eye straight.
Fucking mushed a cupcake in his mouth.
That's the great thing about his eyeballs.
I don't know why. Mushed a cupcake in his mouth. This is just random. Fuck you, Bill Cosby. There's a cupcake gets mushed in his mouth.
No one will catch Cosby.
It can't be a pudding pop. A pudding pop.
Oh, remember I did those?
That's fucking. You make him suck a pudding pop on TV, on national TV.
Why make
it's like a Black Mirror kind of thing.
Yeah, suck this fucking pudding pop, huh? Just like you made all of those women suck your pudding pop.
He's got that one crazy eye, so he'll catch anyone trying to slip on him.
It's not a crazy eye, Steve. It's a dead eye.
Oh, is it dead?
He's like dead eye.
Gabriel on Walking
Dead.
It gave up on him. The other thing is we talked about in the stories
was... The penguins thing was kind of whack, but whatever.
Why not just start at your side discussion? Yeah. Why men keep catcalling women?
Yeah, so it was interesting. So I was having a quick discussion with the coworker.
All I know is it's never worked for me personally.
I'm pretty sure it's worked for many men. Maybe not you, but
so here's the thing, right?
So you have to be like
they've had to be sexy, but
yeah, exactly. You'd have to be like genuine or something back in the day. That's the only time that shit's gonna work.
You know what's fucked up is that the last thing you said was back in the day.
Yeah,
like
not now,
not contemporary,
not
genuine.
Contemporary,
Not genuine today. Back in the day,
genuine.
Yeah.
But so we're just talking about. She's like, well, why? I think it's weird. Why do guys, talk to these women this way? Who
said that to you? Ruth?
A coworker.
Oh, coworker.
Why did these women? These men talk to these women this way. It's not she's not concerned at all about that shit. She's got a girlfriend or whatever. She's very like.
She has a girlfriend.
Oh, did I say that out loud? Sick.
What kind
She's
of
not a penguin.
crazy lesbian?
Oh, my word.
So she was saying this, and I was like, well, I don't know. Let me think about this. She goes, has it ever worked? I was like, well, all right. If you think about it logically, right?
Probably.
Why do these men do this, right? So she told me a story about how her dad has a friend that used to just walk up to women and be like, hey, listen, I think you're hot. If you ever want to fuck, here's my phone number. And then I was like, really?
That's not catcalling. That's beyond catcalling.
Right.
I don't even know what that is.
What the
Straight
fuck?
up harassment.
Yeah.
That's just propositioning.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Right. So, and then her dad was like, well, hey man, why do you do that? Like, why do you just, and these women tell you to fuck off, right? So why do you, he goes, well, because sometimes, they say no and they're whatever. And then there's times where like, for some reason they're vulnerable or they're lonely. And I get a call.
I have a feeling that most of those women are very unattractive who are just
For sure.
like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah. You can't slam a bunch of like 2s and 3s and say that you've been with a lot of like dope women, man. That's just not. But the thing is, this is that
shit. That's just your perception.
That's true.
That's your reality. I mean,
that is true. That's my reality.
If I'm smashing 10 2s every week and you smashing a 10 every 4 years, I win.
I'll take it.
Kind of.
I'll take the 10.
I'd still be like,
I win.
Dude. Like Trey, she only had like 17. Come on now.
I'm doing fucking.
Trey, she looked like
I'm doing
Steve
Chamberlain
Buscemi.
Numbers.
She looked like Steve Buscemi.
I'm doing Chamberlain numbers. Like what you doing, baby?
Man, no, but
someone's got to sweep up those ones and twos.
So basically, I was like, well, if you think about it, like these guys that catcall or they do stuff like that, that's because something's feeding the beast, right? They don't keep doing it because they keep failing. They keep doing it because somebody is saying yes.
And you look right at it. Somebody. You bitch.
Somebody's saying yes to it, and that fuels the fire, and that's
then also that way of dealing with women is also kind of like ingrained in the growth of men. Fathers teach their sons. Yeah, right. She got some titties. Right. She got some nice titties. I mean, to some degree, I'm saying we're getting away from that.
Right.
But that dominant male, those traits, those things that have kind of permeated throughout masculinity, the history of masculinity.
I wasn't taught to respect women. I'll tell you that. I wasn't taught to respect women. The only reason I had a semblance of respect for women because I love my mom. That was the only reason I was like, well, I don't want to treat women like bad because I love my mom and she's a woman, so... I mean, other than that, no one.
For whatever reason, I've always had too much respect for
Yeah.
women. I don't know where maybe because I grew up around all women. I grew up primarily around my mother, my grandmother, and my sister. So I didn't really have an option. Yeah, but
I think you'd be hard pressed to find a guy who grew up in that kind of environment to be like really horrible to women.
There's having respect, and then there's like not giving yourself the opportunities that are being presented, right? Like, there's a point in time where I think that maybe I was just numb to like flirtation. When girls would flirt with me, and I'm like, oh, she's nice. And I'm like, dude, tell me she was flirting with you, and I'm like,
but that shit is hard. We could go down a rabbit hole with that.
Yeah,
that
true.
is one of the hardest things as a male to decipher whether a chick is actually into you. Or she's just being cordial and nice. Because sometimes they'll be really nice, and you're like, "Can I fuck this chick? Maybe I can fuck her."
If you're worried about if you're worried about rejection, though, right? So it's like everyone hates rejection, but you can lighten it, by just chipping away at that stone. Like, okay, that's all good. I mean, you you throw it up, and if it goes in the hoop, awesome. You know, because like I always say, is like, what if she says yes? Like, I'll go on a date with you. I'll hang out with you. You know, we can chill.
See, yeah, you can look at the situation that way. I've never been. I would love to be able to look at the situation that way. It only takes one for me. Well, no, I'm done.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
one rejection. I'm good.
That's why women are like mostly not nice to like guys that they don't know. It's because they're not trying to. They're not trying to be hit on. They're like right away, just like, nope, force field's up. And you're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
that sucks because some guys who aren't even trying to be, who are just trying to be nice, who aren't trying to be this male bravado. Oh, I'm trying to fuck you.
Right.
They get some of that energy as well. You know, I've come across women where I'm like, I wasn't trying to talk to you.
Just being nice.
I was just being nice.
Literally just being nice sometimes.
Oh my God, he wants to have sex with me. No,
I hate that.
Relax, man. Relax.
I just sigh it off, but like it's so annoying. I'm like, I'm just being fucking cordial.
Chill out. Relax.
Chill.
Yeah, I mean,
put a whole overcoat on and shit as soon as you say hi.
Right. She had a robe. For some reason, she had a robe on. She just pulled it over her body. Yeah. But yeah, so it's possible. I can't say it's 100%, but maybe they keep doing it because they're getting a yes out of 100 no's, you know, or, you know, who knows?
If catcalling stopped, how would that change the way that women interact with men, do you think?
I don't think it would change it at all.
Wow.
Do you think women secretly enjoy catcalling?
From the right man. From the right man.
Do you think I think women might secretly enjoy all catcalling. I think they just might not want it.
Oof, I don't know about that.
I think they just might want to temper it. They might want to temper it.
Hey, lady, from the gutter.
Hey, bitch,
I like those shoes.
For head? Yeah. If a guy replaced how much for head with you're looking really beautiful today, and he just walked away.
Today you'd go to jail. It wouldn't matter if you said it.
You know what?
You think that's too much?
Listen, with the sensitive ass shit that's going on today, yes.
Okay, but
I don't personally.
I've seen that shit, and girls are like, "That's weak as fuck." You can see it in their eyes.
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's whack. Then that's trash. Then what are we talking about? Then,
but but you know what?
Isn't that what you want me to say? You want me to be the nice guy, and that's about as nice as I can put it. You're looking really beautiful today, and walk away. I don't have to hound you and walking back at you and shit, and watch your ass jiggle.
And of course, that's not true for all women. You know what I mean? So it's like, you throw up whatever you throw up, and if it's good, it's good. But man, you got to eat, right? So you got to like get out there and you got to hunt, and in a respectful way, of course. Hey, bitch,
you have to hunt. You have to hunt in a respectful way.
Hey,
that's interesting. Hey, that's kind of true though. It's like you're trying to teach a fucking a lion manners. It's like,
excuse me, miss, you dropped this condom. Right?
I think I should put it on and enter your vagina.
You better. No, I live.
Yeah.
Only if it's okay with you, though. It's okay. Consent, right?
Your pants
full disclosure, consent.
Yeah. For her pleasure. It's good.
It's ribbed. It's ribbed.
Listen, I have a daughter now, and I'm hoping it I like the way it's lightening up now, and guys definitely should get called out for being scumbags.
Yeah.
But at the same time, who was it who said, I think it was Suzanne Summers or some shit. She was talking about the accusations against, and Suzanne Summers, you still got it, girl. I just got to say.
I haven't seen her lately. Is she still really pretty?
The Thigh Master. From the hips down, it's awesome.
Three's Company. She's still good looking. All right. Anyways, she was talking about, she was like kind of like lightly defending Morgan Freeman because he had some accusations come out.
Did he?
Yeah. And she was like, look, he's a good dude, and I agree that like some things shouldn't be said to women, but she's like, I don't want flirting to die. She's like, I like that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, see.
Yeah. Somebody who's willing to admit it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
but was it with Morgan Freeman? She liked when Morgan Freeman flirted with her?
I would assume so. Who wouldn't?
Suzanne Summers.
Really?
Hello, young
Morgan
lady.
Freeman's not a great looking guy. But I mean, he has that voice.
Yeah, his voice, that's all it is.
And he's rich.
And imagine him wearing all white like he did in Bruce Almighty.
And he has a very, very legendary aura about him. So I could see him pulling his share of poon.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, also too, so speaking of like interactions with like women, I was watching Good Day LA as I always do, as my ritual is day to day. And
if this is not about Amanda Salas, I don't want to hear it. Oh, okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
It's just crickets. No, they were at Bluebird over in Hawthorne. You know, like by where I live. Like Bluebird's like a famous liquor store for handing out winners for
lottery
jackpots.
tickets.
So they were. She was interviewing this was like a normal white gentleman there. He had like maybe he worked for an electric company or something, kind of vest on. And he was talking about how he went into the pool with his workers and they collectively bought 200 tickets. And she's like, oh, what did you ask me before we went on air? He's like, oh, I asked if she was single. And this is Gigi Graciette, by the way. So you know what I'm talking about, the older white lady. She's the older white. She only does the most.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and she's not married. She has no ring on her finger.
She's not on there often.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, if you win, I will be. I was like, thank you. In my head, I was like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You went this whole long ass route through your life.
But I mean, let's be fair. Let's be fair. That's what it is.
That is what it is. And that's fucked up. Like, what? I got to be rich to fucking to even
That's
date
what it
you?
is,
Like,
man.
that's fucked up.
You know what'd been hilarious if he was like, nah.
No, he already fucked up by asking her, but.
Nah, you got to throw it up, man.
He should have been like, well, if I win the lotto, I'm definitely going to get something better than you.
I'd have been like, well, I just got paid, so
Yeah,
I'm not rich, but I just got paid, you know.
Take you to a nice fucking lobster.
Never call you again,
man.
That was just a
all right, Steve. Next topic. You running this joint?
Nah, yeah.
Burglar caught by pulling DNA from eating strawberries.
Yeah, this
burglar.
Is strawberries like vagina? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, he's just eating strawberries, taking names.
You're bound to leave some DNA there when you go.
Yeah. So I guess this guy, it was a string of burglary. Oh, God damn it.
He burgled some houses.
Burglary. So this dude, I guess, I don't know. This just sounds weird, right? So the strawberries ended up missing. This and that, blah, blah, blah. And they found the strawberries, they tested the DNA, and they arrested the guy. And I'm like, are you sure?
So what? Wait, he burglared an establishment and ate strawberries from.
And he ate.
Okay.
The thing.
What did he do? Did he throw the strawberries on the ground as he left?
Yeah.
Oh, and they found.
Was detectives used DNA samples from stems of eaten strawberries?
Listen, there's two ways you take this. One, if you're a homeowner, leave out delicious fruits for your burglars.
Yeah.
And two, if you're a burglar, don't be a bitch. Eat the whole fucking strawberry.
It'll be a
stems and all.
It'll always present a crumb trail.
You're like, I had a whole bunch of bananas here. They're all gone. He ate the whole fucking thing, peels and all.
He didn't even fucking break them off. He fucking took them to the head like a dick.
A bushel of bananas like that.
So what do you guys think about this though? Right. So the detectives used DNA samples from the stems of eaten strawberries to arrest the suspect in several burglary cases. Officers who responded to a van break-in discovered that.
Then he got a whole silk robe. Did you see that shit?
I saw that.
You didn't see that, right?
Yeah.
Dude just walked by with a
like
full-on
Afro
silk robe,
samurai.
dude. A Hugh Hefner silk robe.
Yeah, which is another topic.
No, that's true. Yeah.
But anyways, so check this out. I mean, how would you guys take this, right? So the homeowner or whatever discovered that strawberries were missing and searched the area. Finding the stems nearby, they submitted the stems for testing, which identified a 23-year-old Michael Ramirez.
The fuck are my strawberries?
Man,
I had 3 right here.
What if you're eating strawberries and you toss those bitches on the ground and they're like, oh, here they are.
Who takes time during a burglary to eat fucking fruits and shit?
Why not? Fuck it.
Prove it, though. Like,
eat fruits, masturbate.
I would think time is of the fucking essence. I'm trying to get in and out.
Watch a whole fucking Friends episode.
Fuck up their Netflix queue. Like, just watch a whole bunch of shit.
Fuck.
He went through and he liked a whole bunch of things. Now the algorithm's all fucked up.
But I thought, that shit's weird.
What should we think about that? I don't know.
Well, what if you're eating strawberries with your daughter and you're just going for a walk and you threw the stems in some bushes and then they're like, here it is, Patrick.
I would say here's my receipt from Costco.
Why would
Check
you be
it out.
eating strawberries with your daughter?
Just walking down the street eating strawberries,
Walking down the street eating strawberries with your daughter? That seems pretty sexy to me. I don't know if that's something you want to engage in with your daughter.
I have a picture on my phone. Is my lock screen.
You have a picture of you eating strawberries?
Oh, see, look at that.
Holy shit.
I think
But you weren't eating them with
my
her.
case. Rest my case.
Yeah, no, that's, hey, you know what? Don't be stupid if you're a burglar.
What about
That's what I was saying. That burglar obviously has never watched any episodes of First 48.
Dude, they're catching people from like 60, 70 fucking years ago with
gonna
DNA
get you.
nowadays. They're going to get you eventually. Oh, some guy got out of prison recently after serving 15 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit.
Death row, right? He was on death row.
It's funny because right when they said it, in my head I was like, it's a black guy. And what you think? It's a black guy. It's fucked up. It's true.
So wait, you said what? He was...
And then when they showed him, he was a black dude.
It was a black dude who
and the fucked up
been falsely accused or something?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what's it called? It was funny because okay, so he was spent 15 years in prison. Like he was hugging people like when he was coming out, and it was funny because I don't know who it was. It might have been his mom or something, but he was hugging her, all embraced, and she was like, "Okay, dude," like she pushed him off and shit. I was like,
whoa, really?
Guy wants contact, man.
That's
damn,
crazy.
what the fuck is that about?
Damn, that's fucked up.
I was gonna ask you if he had that. I don't care. I'm just happy to be out, type of.
I'm waiting for someone to be like,
there's no fucking way you can falsely imprison me and I get out. You know what? It's not about anything negative. It's about forgiveness. No, fuck you. Fuck you. I want to find y'all motherfuckers.
15 years.
The payday that he got from it, though.
When did he go in?
Is what
he just got out now, so 15 years passed.
No, I mean, but what age was he when he?
Oh, he looks like he's in his looks like he's like late 50s, maybe.
It's not too bad though. It's not like he missed his 20s.
It's like he missed his prime.
Yeah.
Man, I was trying to play for Notre Dame now. Yeah, I had a full college scholarship.
Steve, have you ever seen First 48?
Yeah.
It's amazing once they go into that
Hilarious.
interrogation room, right?
Same play every time.
Wait, what? Shaquan? What? Nah, I don't even know no Shaquan.
Yeah.
Sir, we have you here speaking to Shaquan on video. Okay. I know Shaquan, but only just a little bit.
I don't know Shaquan.
But I don't really know Shaquan.
I let him borrow $5.
I saw him pull up a gun and he shot him. He told me it was going to be okay, so I came here to talk to y'all directly.
Let you guys know what's going on.
I haven't watched that show, so I can't speak on it.
Oh man, it's the same script every time, dude.
And it sounds like I'm being racist, but it's always they primarily focus on black teens. It seems like.
Yeah, there's very few white men or women in there. Speaking of shooting people, what about was it the Florida City Commissioner shoots a guy suspected of shoplifting? There's video of it. Dude, this commissioner fucking he has his gun.
In Florida?
Huh?
It's in Florida?
In Florida.
Well, there you go. You're in Florida. Right? What do you expect?
I believe that gentleman's name is Michael Dunn. Michael Dunn or something like that. Stand your ground. But anyways, there's a video of him, and the guy's like, just get off me, man. And the guy's walking out with like a Twinkie. And then
did he get back the pencil case that he took?
Shoots him, kills him, right? Kills the guy.
Yeah. So. The best part is if you ever watch those like cop shootings, is like they fire countless rounds. Each guy fires maybe his whole magazine, like 16 rounds. And then they roll up on him and they're like, stay down, sir, stay. And they're just like pushing a corpse around and shit. Like a fucking, like a crash test dummy. They're like putting their, I'm like, dude, you know.
Stop resisting.
Yeah, you know he's fucking dead. Like you saw the headshots. Like, Jesus Christ.
The dude is dead, yeah.
But this is all this fucking sad shit we're speaking about. Let's speak about some happy shit.
No.
Let's speak about brothel owners. Getting found dead by Ron Jeremy.
I didn't know about
happy
this.
shit.
That would be funny if they did get found by Ron.
Wait, who
PJ
was it?
knows
Was
about
it the
this
dude,
because
the
PJ
Bunny Ranch
submitted
dude,
it.
or what?
Oh yeah, no. I think it's that one. Do you know the one that they
Really?
made the HBO series about?
Yeah,
the
that
Cat
guy?
House? Yeah, he died. The old fat guy.
No shit.
Yeah, he
but
fucking
was
died.
73. I mean, he lived a long life, and Jesus Christ.
And he was
his dick was fucking.
He was a
incredible.
legend in the horror circuit.
Yeah, he owned 2 brothels.
Damn.
Dude, every time
The Bunny Ranch, that's what's called.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, Bunny Ranch. Yeah, and every time you seen him on that show too, dude was happy as fuck.
Yeah, he was happy as shit.
He was super happy.
But dude, he was found dead by Ron Jeremy.
Damn.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
No. He was.
Dave.
He was literally found, he was found dead by Ron Jeremy. I believe. He had a lot of people he was cool with in the industry and outside of the industry. You got to remember, this was the same guy who was taking care of Lamar Odom. Remember when he OD'd and everything?
Oh.
So he had a lot of people that he knew. But I guess Ron Jeremy went up to the Bunny Ranch just to say hi.
And
to fuck. And I guess went inside his bedroom or something.
His boudoir.
Dude was unresponsive, dead.
In his bed?
That's how I want to die, on a fucking heart-shaped bed.
Put some silk sheets.
On a leopard skins.
There's only 2 things in that room: fucking heart-shaped bed and all mirrors everywhere.
And
Mirrored walls, mirrored ceilings. No, my thing was just
leopard underwear.
like the provocative nature of like brothels in general. Like, I never really fully understood that. I was like, you could be preventing some psychopath from going out there and like murdering people by allowing people to have,
sex.
brothels and sex.
Yeah,
that's a big thing you think it's big for a woman? It's much bigger for a guy.
To get that evil out of them.
Yeah. It's true, man.
Exercise those demons.
So what if you walked in?
I used to have I'd never said that. I used to have a girl who would say that to me before we had sex.
Yeah.
I gotta get this evil out of me. I thought it was like the hottest shit ever.
Yeah.
I don't even like this fucking person anymore, but I'll give her that one.
Yeah.
That was amazing to hear right before you had sex.
Okay.
Did you guys like role play? Like she was like Linda Blair and you were the old priest?
Maybe.
Fucking shoved a crucifix.
Get out of her, Damon.
I prefer being Toby, and she is the...
She's the slave master's
She's my
fucking wife?
slave master's
God.
wife.
Come on.
In-house, and she's been watching my black glistening body pick cotton for far too long to not indulge in her sexual desires.
You wipe your brow and you see her up in the second story plantation window and she's like, oh God, she closes the blinds real quick because she's shy.
No, she's pantomiming the little like she's giving me head, so she's like sticking her tongue in her cheek like
That was even a big thing back then.
Man. I mean, like,
would you say why don't they bring
picture,
Rames back?
Yeah, no, picture yourself walking into one of these brothels, right? And they do the lineup, right? As they do. And
as they do.
They're like, where's Dennis?
Fucking,
let's go check on him.
Dennis.
Hey, Ron, go check on him.
Who owns that thing now, I wonder?
Probably Ron Jeremy.
Imagine that. You just inherited a brothel.
Okay, wait.
No, and you don't even know. It's just somebody contacts you through email. Yeah. The executor of his estate contacts you through email.
He left it to you.
So Dennis left you a whole brothel.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right, I guess, babe, I'm moving into Nevada.
Do you immediately gentrify it?
Yeah.
And start to franchise it out to Brooklyn and Miami.
What if you go in and you see Dennis and Dennis is like, I'll be right back. And you've been sitting there for like an hour.
Wait, what? That one went over my head. Sorry.
Me too. I was like,
no. And then you walk in, dude just died. That's why you've been waiting from the whole time.
I'll come back with my
brandies and prostitutes.
So he dies in the course of you waiting for him.
Yeah, that's what.
That's really fucked up.
Hey, but
Steve, you have a terrible sense of humor.
Yo, I'm sorry, but what if you walk in and then they line up all the chicks, and you go down the lineup and you're like, never mind, and you walk out,
and then he dies, and you never find him at all.
Dude, what do you think? How do you think these women feel? Where you're like, never mind, I'd rather not fuck any of you guys. And you just like walk
that's
out,
fucked
dude.
up. Steve, it's getting worse.
Low self-esteem, bro.
It's getting worse and worse.
No, I'm just asking. Low self.
Steve hates whores as much as Jack the Ripper hated whores.
All right, so that was a. Speaking. Okay, so we'll stay in topic with the Hugh Hefner thing that you were.
Oh yeah, right. So his robe went up for auction.
That's gross. That robe probably has so much cum on it.
It was starched from the waist down, just starched.
Is it a worn robe? Like, is it one of the ones that his go-to robe? Because I'm not gonna buy it unless it's a go-to robe.
Yeah.
No, I want to see the cum stains all over.
There's a lot of DNA on that robe.
Oh yeah, dude. From like how long?
It has to have
Playboy
body hair
when?
on it.
When did Playboy start?
I want pubes.
Yeah.
I want some gray pubes. You can see his pubes throughout the years, like go from dark to fucking white.
It's just radiation of pubes.
It's just like a prehistoric oak tree.
Count the rings. That's gross.
But I don't know how much it sold for, even if it sold, though, to be honest with you. But someone wants to buy that?
That's a tacky ass robe though that he used to wear.
Yeah.
You could buy that at Party City now for like $30.
Hugh Hefner special.
Yeah. I think it's just like a pimp robe.
What's smoking jacket? Fucking so, I mean, we knew this was coming, but Ariana and Pete.
They didn't. They're still together. They're just not engaged.
Yeah, they held off.
So they're still together. I thought they broke it off.
Well, there was a rumor that they broke it off.
Yeah, I heard that they broke it off.
And now there's a thing saying that they just getting married and everything was too soon, too close to Mac Miller's death and everything, and it's just a little weird.
He dead though.
Yeah, but maybe she
move on.
So fucked up. I elicited that by saying he's dead though.
Man, that's fucked up.
No, but
that's good. They should stay together. Fuck it. They got like tattoos like with each other's initials like on their hands and like crazy shit like that.
They definitely should stay together. But I don't know. The idea that it's too close to Mac Miller's death. I wonder, is that coming from her? If she
of course
personally has a problem
Her thoughts about
because I think Pete Davidson was a rebound. He's got.
Well, here's the thing: is if you're Pete Davidson, do you have a problem with the fact that that was the most extreme? What do I want to say? Like profession of love by saying, I'll marry this person, and then all of a sudden you're like, nah, I don't want to do that just because my ex.
Listen, if any of my exes dying affected my relationship now, my girl would smack me in the face.
Yeah. That's a little. It's kind of.
She's like, why the fuck do you care? I'm like, I'm sorry.
It's shitty on his. It's shitty on his end because he was just about to marry the love of his life, and now that's been taken
he's
back
smart to lock
because
that
of
down.
somebody who he probably doesn't even really have a personal relationship with in Mac Miller.
But you know what though? I don't know that it was all her. I mean, I guess.
We don't know shit about it.
Guess.
It's just,
I mean, obviously, it's not like dude was super close to Mac Miller. You know what I mean? So
you selfish, Ariana. Ariana.
But I mean, in pop news, so it's interesting. Score on that dude's part.
We're moving past these way too quick.
Yeah, I know.
It's really dig in. Come on, Steve. You have more for Pete Davidson.
I'm just clapping it up for Pete Davidson.
Didn't you used to hang with Pete Davidson?
Look, me and Pete used to be like, water and oil.
Like Pete and Pete.
No, Pete and Pete is fantastic. Just by the way, thank you for mentioning that. But Pete Davidson, good on him, man. He looks like Nosferatu, and he got fucking Ariana Grande.
When you said that, Pete Davidson's a good-looking kid. He's a little rough. He seems like he does drugs.
You're generous.
Pete Davidson's not an unattractive dude.
Right, yeah.
He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
I totally fuck Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
You have low standards. Trey, let me tell you right now.
Okay.
I'm looking at you right now.
You said that like I would be surprised.
Trey, I'm looking at you right now. You could do better.
I don't think I could do better than Pete Davidson. But hey.
I'm just thinking of the fucking pic Trey sent us of his sexy abs. I'm like, you could do better.
that pic was doctored.
I kicked up the fucking saturation. I looked way more cut than I really was.
But other than that, so I'm just gonna go down the line of some stuff that I put out. Students passed out cookies. I thought this was from the place that you used to work as a teacher.
Yeah,
Student passed out cookies possibly containing grandparents' ashes.
That's hilarious. I'm like, kids are fucking assholes, so yeah, they probably would.
And what about
some fucking Van Wilder shit?
Listen, if someone told me that they're afterwards, I'd be like, that's gross. But if the cookies were good, then fuck it.
Who gives a shit?
How do they get more of those ashes?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, your grandma's that's delicious.
Yeah,
grandmother tastes.
I thought
delicious.
there was a little something I couldn't put my
just
finger on. It was dead person's bones.
It was new to my palate. Yeah,
I tasted your grandmother before and after she died. It's much better after.
Much better. But
initially it was
kind of disrespectful.
What about the parents, right, of the kid went and the urn was empty, and they're like, what?
You're not supposed to keep urns forever, by the way. You're supposed to dump their ashes someplace.
It's just fucking ashes.
It's just ashes.
I don't get it. I don't get that whole thing. I guess it's symbolic, just like a casket would be. Like they probably should just dump people's bodies in a fucking in a burn pit.
Dude, that thing could be filled with charcoal briquette.
Who cares? It's a dead body. It's a fucking.
You wouldn't know.
You would never know.
You would never know.
Yeah, humans are so symbolic. It's a dead body. Who cares?
Listen, if I could really go out the way I want to go out, I would love to have a Tibetan ceremony, like where they fucking
drop you in the volcano.
That's a Hawaiian ceremony. Close.
I get those confused all the time.
No, what they do is it's like a circle of life, kind of return back to the earth, and for us in the Western culture, absolutely the most shocking and disrespectful thing you could do.
When I die, can you two taxidermy? Can you two take me to a taxidermy and just take mad dope ass photos?
I'm going to submit you to Body Worlds and have your fucking body in front of an NPC
and slices and shit and little quarter slices. Yeah. I want to be fucking stuffed and just put me in MP's living room, scare Jupy.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna stuff you and have you like in the fucking corner, like on the fucking wall,
like
Spider-Man and shit.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, I love the guy. Why didn't you put clothes on him?
You put antlers on him. Hey,
who's that? Why
add some antlers?
Why is his dick hanging out like that?
That's how he would have wanted it. No, but the Tibetan ceremony.
My gay
is this.
black lover.
they what's it called? Okay, so you basically get fed to like vultures. They take you out to a prairie way far out, and the fucked up thing is like they fold your body up like a fucking like a dress shirt that you just put away, and then like they put you on the back of a fucking motorcycle and they drive you out there. And what the guy does is like eviscerates your body like with like rivets your fucking flesh with a knife, and like will cut through like major parts of your bones, and they leave you out in this prairie, and they just have birds. The birds just eat you. And the birds can eat everything. They eat the bones and everything. They fucking eat everything. So you're gone.
They eat everything. So you're done.
You're done, yeah. And you just get returned to the earth. It's really grisly, but kind of beautiful in the same way, in a certain way too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want my family to be there watching
Steve,
it.
how do you want to go out?
I was just
The
thinking
traditional
about that
way? You just want to get put in a casket?
Steve wants to get buried.
People cry and shit?
You want to take up real estate in the earth like a dick.
Yeah, maybe.
I have to act like I cared about you?
What about that thing where
I'm not going to your fucking grave and putting fucking roses every year and shit.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Too busy for that shit. I'm probably not even going to be too busy, but I'm going to act like I'm too busy.
Sorry, how do you want to
go? I don't know. That shit is just, I don't know.
You really haven't planned it out yet?
No.
You're going to die soon.
It's the oldest out of all of us.
Damn.
No, hey, look, you could go tomorrow. You ride public transportation. I'm surprised you're not dead.
It's true.
If someone said, "Oh, Steve got shot on the train," I'm like, "Yeah, probably." You know how many stories he told us where he almost died? Yeah, they murdered him in MacArthur Park.
Steve's gonna be cool. I'm a polarizing figure, so it's gonna be all on you two and like 3 other people to say good things about me.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure that'll encapsulate everybody who's at my funeral.
Yeah, you don't want to be that one lonely casket in a church when the guest book's completely blank. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm gonna recreate that Boys to Men tribute and fucking throw roses into your.
Nice.
That's fucking cool.
That's dope.
Yeah. That'd be
At the
How
end
do I
of the road,
say goodbye to what? Or we can do that thing where like we
and
do
you
that,
can
like,
scratch in big booty holes.
play a little Luke.
Yeah, there you go.
What did that have to do with with Trey? Yeah, big ass booty.
Weirdest
It
response.
was good. It was great.
No, it is weird though that you don't know whether you want to be cremated or buried or anything.
No, I don't. I guess you naturally grow up thinking, "Oh, I'll be buried," you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't want an open casket.
Everyone does. In my head, that's what I see.
Yeah.
Me being buried.
Really? I think I do. I've
I don't
wanted
wanna
to
be
be cremated
buried,
since
though.
I was like 16. I think.
Oh man, it's never been a dream of mine. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
What's that festival that happens in India where they throw the like paint powder, the color powder?
That's the what is that?
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, anyway,
it looks really
it's
cool.
powders. Yeah,
You guys should do that.
That's
shit
a
with
beautiful
You should do
festival.
that shit with my ashes. You should like roll it up in these little balls and
Just
just throw them shits at it.
Tray just
I'm like, I got some
mouth.
tray in my mouth.
Tray in my-
sick.
Gross.
Is it the
Steve, make a decision right
Diwali
now.
festival? Is it the Diwali festival?
Something like that. Yeah.
Uchiwali festival.
The Uchiwali festival.
Well, here's my thing. Look, cremation is cheaper. 1, and then 2, cemeteries just take up space, dude. Like,
true.
why?
It's true.
You're gonna leave it up to someone to like constantly be tending to your name fucking stone? Like,
I mean, what if
Maybe.
What if one day they want to resurrect me and they got the technology to do it, right? I come back and I'm like,
then
wake up.
they'll take one of your sweaty ass fucking geese and take the DNA and bring you back.
sit up and the world is different.
You know how many cemeteries like reorganize headstones for the space?
Man,
There's
so
probably
many,
so many
dude.
headstones that are just in random spots that it has nobody under it and shit like that.
Well, you look at those like those major cemeteries, just fucking far as the eye can see crosses.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, there could be a Walmart here.
Yes, put some good use to this.
Just build the Walmart right on top of the cemetery.
Boom,
Why not?
done. Yeah.
And you got a new fucking poltergeist movie.
Yeah, it's weird though.
T. Nelson, R.I.P.
Oh shit! There's a new Pet Cemetery coming out.
Nice.
It doesn't look great at all.
it's gonna be shit.
Yeah,
Dude, Stephen King is fucking awesome, just by the
it's
way.
amazing. He
Yeah.
can write in his fucking sleep. It's
Think he
insane.
made like he's like a king of not only thrillers but just like coming of age films, like everything.
Yeah, and he's written a lot of
Stand
stuff
By Me?
that people
Jesus
don't
Christ.
even give him credit for, like Stand By Me. Also, what's the movie about the big black
Green Mile.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what I say. It's Big
all
Black.
I had to see is Big Black.
Hey, what
Green
about
Mile.
I think there was
Shawshank Redemption as well, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption. You're right.
And you would never attribute that to.
By the way, that's like one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie of all
You
time.
guys ever watch Castle Rock on Hulu?
I was telling you about that. I watched little pieces of it, but everything
Is tying
they tie
together
into each other.
It's
right?
weird,
That's
man.
cool.
Yeah.
It's weird, but what about I think they're talking about chapter 2 of it, like chapter 2.
Oh, it's coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
something
coming
like
out
that. It's
soon.
gonna be cool.
That's gonna be good. I like the new it. The new it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
When he does that fucking crazy ass dance with like that fiery like inferno behind him, that shit, I was like, that is so beautiful.
And the camera is panning
Yeah, yeah.
opposite. The background is panning opposite. Oh, it's so amazing.
It was good.
That's really cool. And also when all of the bodies are stuck in the deadlights or whatever,
They're
and
just
they're
kind of-
circling up. Yeah, they're all floating.
Yeah, like a mobile. They're just like
so amazing.
It's
yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
It's fucking freaky, right?
There's a lot of stuff coming out. This Friday,
Halloween.
new Halloween is coming out. I have to see that shit. I mean, just because it looks like they took a lot of cues from Rob Zombie's interpretation.
House of a Thousand Corpses. That's another good one.
Well, remember Rob Zombie took a crack at the Halloween franchise.
Yeah.
And it looks like a lot of the scenes in this new Halloween are like taken from the vibe that he was giving.
Michael Myers not scary at all, but still a good franchise.
You don't think so? I think
I'll watch it
Michael
for
is
Jamie
scary.
Lee Curtis. That's it. That's really.
I think when Rob Zombie presented him, he was scary.
Yeah.
Just because he gave a backdrop from a social angle. As
When
to
he was like a
why-
little kid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
he would end up the way he ended up. He just had a really shitty upbringing, and his house was chaos. And you go,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, which leads into was the other thing I was talking about, murders, right? Getting
Murderers getting play. Yeah.
Yeah, so the question was brought up, like, why do these motherfuckers get so much, like, played? Like, these guys are in jail, they're serial killers, but they're saying that these dudes get, like, an untold amount of, like,
they get
fan
pen
letters
pals and
and
stuff.
get married and all kinds of, like, why is that?
There's a lot of fucked up women out there too who
Yeah.
want nut jobs for pen pals.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are, like,
See, that's weird.
get more play.
I can't catcall you, but you might want to have brutally murdered
Right.
people.
Yeah.
And that seems to stoke your fires.
But
it can't win.
So it
You
begs the
can't
question
win.
of, like, all right, so, and I don't know this, but women who were murderers, do they get a shit ton of mail from men?
Probably, I don't know. How many women are mass murderers? We spoke about this.
Not that many.
So,
Not many.
Not
But
that many.
There's no way to quantify this.
right, we're all
Rhetorical
psychos.
question.
I mean, every guy likes a psycho girl every once in a while.
It's fun until it's not fun
Fun
anymore.
until it's not fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And he was never heard from again. Update.
Steps back behind
I
Tombstone.
love hearing that. Update. And then you like, no, okay, it was all resolved.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Everything was fine.
One of your topics, man. Talk about Kanye for a little bit, because I know.
Oh yeah, this guy.
About who?
Kanye.
Kanye meets with Trump. Kanye goes to Africa. Well, I sent you.
Right. Yeah.
It was just him sitting
Did you
there.
see it?
I didn't. I couldn't watch it.
Tell the people about it.
I don't even know how to
Describe it.
describe it.
Indescribable.
It is Kanye in is it an octagon? It's a pod of some sort in the middle.
MMA gloves on.
In the middle.
What?
No. Well, I don't know what to call it, but it's a dome.
A yurt.
It's a dome of some sort, and
Is it a yurt? Wow.
it's in the middle of. It looks like a countryside, rural area in Africa, and he has audio equipment set up, and he's
Yeah, like that, right?
Nah, it's different than that. It's way bigger than that. And he's rapping.
me.
He's just rapping to himself, and he's draped in. Does he have like a cape
has a
on
flag.
or a
He's
flag?
draped in a flag.
He has a flag on.
What kind of flag?
Shorts and
I couldn't identify.
some
I don't
dope
know.
ass shoes. He has a flag draped on him.
He's got his shutter shades on.
and he's rapping in the middle of an area in Africa. And he continues rapping, and then he says, "Can we take this mic outside?" And then the audio engineer turns off the music, and he's like, "Nah, I didn't say turn off that music. Why you turn off the music? I didn't say nothing about turning off the music. Turn that music back on." I just said, can the mic go outside? All right, let's go outside. Turn that music up louder. And that's about it.
And that dude got on a plane and went straight home.
Very odd. I don't know.
But this was after him making the rounds in the media meeting with Trump, which Trump...
That was such a weird meeting,
it was
by the
odd
way. Very odd.
Because it was Trump, Kanye, there was somebody else.
I love this guy. He's a special guy.
There was somebody else there, and then there was also...
Cookie, right? Something like that?
God, I can never remember this cat's name, but he's a cat who used to play in the NFL, Jim Brown.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Jim...
Which is odd. So
anytime you see... Let me ask you, because you're a black guy. Anytime I see any black dude, like, praising Trump in any way, I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
It's weird.
Is it
Especially
weird?
Somebody like Jim Brown. Jim Brown is actually...
Jim Brown lived through some shit.
Well, Jim Brown is like one of the original Black Power, Black Fist, very cool with the Panthers, is very close to the original Panthers, not not new, Panther movement, the original guys who started this shit. It's very weird for him to get old and then to be condoning something like this. He was sitting there looking at Kanye as if there was some kind of relevancy to what he was speaking about. And a lot of the stuff Kanye was speaking was esoteric, just nonsense, just spacey shit, things to say just to say things. So I don't understand why there are people out there even condoning this shit. Like, what the fuck is Kanye really saying? He can say a lot of things that sound brilliant, but what do they have to do with anything being changed at all?
He's never said anything that I've been like, I haven't heard someone else say that exact same thing.
I mean, he'll say small things where you go, okay, I agree with that. That what was the 13th Amendment?
Yeah.
That idea where you go, okay, I get it. Challenging the 13th Amendment. I get it. But those seem like kind of like almost catchphrases. I'll just say this shit, and then people go, oh, yeah, I agree with that. And then so I'll agree with everything else he says as well. He's a loon to me at this point.
Thank you. Yeah. It only took fucking 10 years.
Yeah, it's sad.
I think he's a fucking idiot. I've known him from the beginning since when did he actually turn crazy? I don't know. There was a point where I was just
There was a point where he definitely was like, all right, this is a little wild.
Yeah.
I would say, I think it was around the time Yeezus came out.
Maybe, yeah.
Steve didn't seem like he cared too much about this.
No, it's not even that. I was just trying to think of like when shit started getting real abstract in his videos and like really fucking just
I definitely
like
think
symbolic.
it was around the time Yeezus came out. And then I sent that quote to you through text where he said his IQ was on par, his IQ was basically on par with people like Tesla and Sigmund Freud. And I was okay.
Yeah. Sure. What about who sent it over? Did I send it over to you guys? It's fake for sure, but where Bush Jr. was like, Kanye don't care about black people.
Oh yeah, also. Oh, I thought you were talking about the one where he was opening up his.
That one. Oh god,
he unlocked his phone and there was Trey. You need to get on the Instagram shit. I
saw that he unlocked his phone and it was Ray J and Kim Kardashian.
I was like, yo, if that's real, that dude's got fucking
that's not
problems.
fucking real. And that's gross.
But that's
what he was looking at.
If he was looking at that dude's got real fucking
Has
problems.
it been confirmed that that's a...
Dude, all
that's
I know
fake?
is it was so well done that
it was super well done.
And it's so quick that I couldn't confirm or deny whether or not it was real.
That's gross if that's what
if that's real, the dude is fucking in outer space. Yeah, dude, he's
problems.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go to Pornhub and see my wife getting destroyed
watching a
by
dude
someone.
fuck his wife. It's like, yeah,
she's into it.
Yeah, some C-level celebrity banging your wife.
if you watch that video, she wasn't really that into it.
It was all for the camera.
It was a bunch of, oh, yeah, oh, baby, oh.
She almost like a porn star, like a seasoned porn star.
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, I get it. You're not enjoying it anymore.
Baby.
Yeah.
I'd be like, stop.
All right, stop. Shut up.
Speaking of...
You know goddamn well this 7 3/4 ain't doing that much damage.
But speaking of which, something that Trey and I have talked about a couple times, the fist, the symbolism of the fist.
Oh, we were speaking about that.
So I was in this coffee shop, and then there's two white women were sitting to have a coffee, and then her phone was 3 fists, all different colors, like pink, brown, black.
I get it. It's because everyone wants a resistance.
And they have fingernails, so it's for the women's resistance. But like now, like, are we divvying these things out like baseball cards? Like, you want a fist?
It's being watered down.
It's just like it's a resistance thing. Like, I mean, the fist has been around for a long time.
I get it because it's emblematic of revolution or change.
Yeah, revolution.
So
exactly.
I get it, but.
Right.
God,
black people can't have anything. Trey, just say it.
Well, no, it's not.
Trey,
that.
black people don't have trademark on the black.
You got to think about what something like the fist was born out of. It's born out of fucking 60s oppression and like response to that oppression. I'm talking about like I'm willing to die to not be viewed as less than. You know?
Yeah.
And when you have something that strong, and then all of a sudden it just is like, well, we hate Harvey Weinstein, fist.
Yeah. Yeah.
I shouldn't feel that way, but it feels a little.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, if we're being honest here, like when we went to go see Mose, he's like, "Yeah, put your
fist in the air."
I don't put my fist in the air, dude. Like, I mean, not
most look right at you and you're like, don't even fucking think about it.
I'm like, yeah, that's not for me. I'm not gonna put my fist in the air.
Well, the whole reason this topic even came up because it was being used by Amy Schumer and a random Instagram model who had a crop top on with her whole midriff showing. Nice titties.
And listen, we're not fucking like Muslim dudes here who like you got to wear a fucking burqa, but it just screamed
that girl media attention.
Yeah,
like pop culture.
Also,
pop
that
culture.
girl is from that Robin Thicke video, Blurred Lines, where she's naked in that video, and also too, she's on Pornhub, it's like showing her shit.
Oh,
so it's like shut the fuck up,
walking through the streets with a clenched fist.
We're
rebelling.
Me too. Give me rights. Don't treat me like. Don't objectify me. Yeah, you're already doing that yourself. You fake ass.
It's crazy.
She was up there because of Amy Schumer. She's like, let me get my name out there too.
It's just tough, man. I don't know what to say about that. I feel bad about comparing those two.
Yeah,
because they both have validity
for sure.
You know, but
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
using the fist for everything.
Well, they have their own thing, right? They have was it the vagina hat? Right? That's the vagina hat.
It's all right.
It's not as powerful.
It's not as powerful as an icon.
As a fist.
You said a vagina hat?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's a real thing. Yeah.
You guys have to show me this said vagina.
I saw a crocheted one. It was pretty cool.
I've seen one. I was getting coffee, and the two girls walked in with the vagina hat on. I thought they were just like, hey, we want to match.
All right. Amy Winehouse's hologram is set to go on tour.
Oh, yeah.
Dope. I don't give a shit about Amy Winehouse. Right. But
who would you two, if you two could pick anyone from human history to be resurrected through hologram form, who would it be?
Al Jolson.
And why?
Oh, man, I don't.
Just kidding.
Who'd you say?
Al Jolson.
Al Jolson.
I want to see that man perform again. Oh, do you not know who Al Jolson is?
No.
Oh, he's like the white guy who made blackface famous.
Oh. That makes it even.
That doesn't work when the whole crowd is
less funny.
Yeah, yeah. He was like the original, like. I don't know.
All right, Steve. So
who would you?
Anyone
perform, or just as a hologram?
No, you just want to bring them back. They can do whatever. Something entertaining.
One of the individuals who constructed the pyramids.
Ooh, yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. The head contractor. I don't know if that's
the
just so he could tell you exactly what he did. He tells you
architects.
something that's totally not mind-boggling at all. You're like,
gotta waste.
Brought you back for that shit.
Wasted my.
Shot a hologram.
Shot a hologram.
He's like, I'm a hologram.
All right, P. That's on you.
I don't know. That was such a far-fetched thing. The pyramid guy. I don't know, man.
Come on, anyone. Just say Jesus.
I was going to say, I don't know why you want to bring back Jesus. I would have been like, hey, man, really? Is it real?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Throw a snake on there. Throw a cane on the ground and let it turn into a snake. And then
God, if I could do anyone, Malcolm. Nah, look, Steve's like,
You watch him on film, man. You know what's going on.
I'd want to bring Malcolm back just to see his opinions on everything happening now.
You guys start hanging out all the time and get angry together, and then like you wouldn't want to hang out with us anymore.
I wouldn't want to hang out with you.
Because you'd get the side eye every time you're going.
You're the most white looking one out of us.
That's true. Can't help it.
I don't know who I wouldn't bring back. I don't know. As a hologram, why? Who cares? I don't know. If it's a performance,
it's fun, man. Come on.
It's a
fantasy, PJ. Come
hologram
on.
thing is like whatever.
Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah.
Bring her back to perform.
She's like, "Happy birthday, Mr. President."
My body.
Yeah, you just wasted on something lame like that. I don't know. I don't care. Let those dead people be dead. Bring back. I don't know.
Jackie Onassis. She's still alive, isn't she?
Is she? I don't know.
I don't know.
Trey, speaking of people who have passed
Archduke
away.
Franz Ferdinand.
Or maybe just the band Franz Ferdinand. I'll take that.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
What were you saying?
Kobe's rape accuser.
Oh,
Killed
she's
her?
dead. She's dead. No, I was. This is dumb, actually. Side note. But I was just thinking about today. I was thinking about today when when the very first Transformers movie came out, and we couldn't get into it because it sold out. So we went to go see another movie. We were at the ArcLight. This happened. So
I don't even remember that.
yeah.
And
So
y'all went to the movies without me? Fuck
Holy
you.
shit! It was me and you.
yeah.
Okay.
And
What did we see?
huh?
What did we end up seeing?
I
was
can't
I?
remember. I think you couldn't come. You couldn't come for some reason. And so I was like, hey, let's go sneak in there to see what it looks like, what Transformers look like, right? And we walked down the hall.
I vaguely remember this.
So then Trey was like in the theater, like his head was in the theater, and I was standing kind of watch to see if like someone would come down the hall and say, hey, get the hell out, right? And I'm sitting kind of back a little bit, and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, this looks like pretty legit, right? And then someone opens the door and starts walking down the hall, and it's very dimly lit, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, okay, that's not security, right? Some short dude's walking up, and he's got like a blazer on. And then so I'm still watching the movie, and the guy's like, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you guys watching? I was like, oh, it's the new Transformers. I'm not even looking at the guy. And then I look over at him really quick. I catch a silhouette, and then I look back at the movie because I'm talking to him. He's like, "Hey, how's it?" And I was like, "That's pretty good. The graphics look really."
It's Michael Bay.
Looks pretty good. No, it looks pretty good. And he's like, "Oh, that's good. Yeah, it looks good." He's like, "All right, well, take it easy, guys." And and he leaves. And then I was watching him leave, and I was staring at him. I was like, "What was that?" I was like, "I don't know, man." And then Trey turns around out of nowhere, doesn't even talk or interact with us, do whatever, and he asked me, "Was that Robin Williams?" I was like, dude, I swear to God, that was Robin. Because I thought it was Robin Williams too. He looked like Robin Williams.
I remember that.
Sounded like Robin Williams.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then we ran out to see if we could find him, but the dude was gone.
I remember that.
I was, holy shit, that dude just came up and had a conversation with me, if it was him, whatever. So then I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking about how Robin Williams came up to him, was talking to him about one of his bits, and Joe Rogan had no idea it was him because he wasn't kind of paying attention. And then he looked up, and so I wonder if this is like a thing that he likes to do, just walk up on people, talk to them, and make them shit their pants, But I thought that was pretty cool, So anyways, like I said, that was just a little side note. But
Yeah.
what else?
PJ, tell a story.
What else is going on?
Tell a story about me and you on Melrose, and we
David
came
Faustino?
across. No. Remember Winona?
Yeah, Winona. Yeah, it's funny. We just watched some horrible fucking rom-com thing with her and Keanu Reeves, and I was like, nah, it sucked. But the only thing that came from that was oh yeah, I remember Winona Ryder. It was right after she got into that shoplifting
shit.
Steve has heard this a million times,
Yeah.
but to the people who may listen to this in the future.
Yeah, it was just cool because she was like, oh, she just came up to us like a normal person and put some pair of jeans up to you and was like, oh, my friend's your size. Let me come over here. Let me see.
She said my boyfriend's your size.
Oh, did she say boyfriend?
She's like, oh, my boyfriend's around your size.
And she put some jeans up and I think
I was acting kind of wacky. I remember I was acting weird, and she's like, no, seriously.
Yeah, no. And I think I told that story.
We didn't even know who it was. We were like,
I knew who it was.
I didn't know who it was.
I knew who it was, but I think who cares? I don't know. I don't geek out over fucking. Literally, the only people I geek out on is seeing I don't know, MMA dudes.
Right.
Because to me is someone seeing an athlete in whatever, a basketball star. I saw Fabrizio Verdum recently at
You know what's funny? You said you saw Fabrizio Verdum, and then I was randomly speaking to this lady, and she also said she had come across. She was like, we got into a conversation about MMA.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know what? It's cool. recently I was out with my husband and he was playing soccer. We were at Venice Beach, and he's like, you'll never guess who came and played soccer with us. It's this guy named Fabricio Verdum and Chris Cyborg.
Oh my
big woman.
God.
I was like, holy shit. I was like, yeah, I know exactly who you're speaking about.
Yeah.
And I guess her husband was randomly playing soccer with a bunch of other guys, and up walks Fabricio Verdum and Chris Cyborg, and they just jump in and start playing.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, no, he's a cool dude. I also too, I ran into him because he was going to the same barbershop as me. So like, he came in and got a cut, and I was like, oh shit.
That's dope.
I mean,
when he was the champ too. So
yeah, it's like where we live, right? It's funny. It's like until I moved here, you never really see any celebrities or anything like that. You come here, like literally, I'm at Lemonade and Paula Abdul's standing right there, like getting a sandwich. I'm like,
You said you saw Chappelle before, right? Chappelle and his wife?
Oh, that's a good one. So,
Oh, yeah.
So we were at Yogurtland right down the street, right? And we're sitting at a table, and I see this dude, right? And he's with this like Asian woman, and I was like, that dude looks like a yoked up version of Chappelle.
And that was before he had like officially exposed his new body.
Yeah.
Right?
And I was looking at him, and I don't have a good poker face, man. If I'm looking at you, you know I'm looking at you, right? So I'm staring at this dude, and he starts to walk out, and he looks over, and we connect eyes, and he looks at me, and he slowly shakes his head no. Like, don't fucking say anything. And I started shaking my head. I was like, all right. I shook my head yes. And I just kind of went up with head nod him, and he head nodded me back, and then they left. And then, like, I was quiet, and then, like, everyone else at the table was still talking. And, like, what happened? I was like, and I saw he was gone. I was like, dude, Chappelle was just in here.
Yeah.
Like, he was just in here. So the funny thing is, a friend of ours who lives in New York, this couple, we were talking about Chappelle, and he goes, man, the same thing happened to me. I was in New York, and I was walking down the street. I saw Chappelle just walking down the street like a regular-ass person, and no one was bugging on this dude. And I locked eyes with him, and he looked at me, and he slowly shook his head no. I acknowledged it, and we just had nod, and we just kept walking. And he's like,
That's
dude.
what I did, yeah. Even when I see those guys, I'm just like, what's up, man? Like, I see you. Like,
Chappelle got that slow shake down.
Yeah.
Also, he's in that new movie, A Star Is Born, that just came out.
Yeah, he does have it.
Right.
That's cool that he's
really
about to
good.
start like
I just
diving into movies, and it's a serious movie, right?
Yeah, no, it was great. He's a great actor too. I mean, he just acts like himself, and I'm just like, it's really natural. I feel so. Yeah, it was a good movie.
Is there any movies coming out or on the horizon that you're geeked out about?
I want to see First Man with Ryan Gosling. It's supposed to be like.
Yes, about Neil Armstrong, right?
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong just died, didn't he? Or did I see something?
I'm not
a
sure.
long time ago.
Spreading rumors.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think Neil Armstrong
know.
might have just recently died. Either that, or I seen a clickbait topic.
We should have stayed on the MMA topic because we have Fedor versus Chael, which is cool. So MMA fans.
So you saw that, or you only saw the highlights? I watched it while it was.
I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. So
what'd you feel about it?
The Last Emperor versus the Oregon Gangster.
He's amazing on the mic, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, his promos are
are
legendary.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was a one-sided beating. So Fedor put the fucking hands on him, and he beat the shit out of Chael. And
Chael actually had full mount for 2 seconds before he fucking rolled out of it.
Yeah, it was.
The fight was fucking fixed. The fight was fixed. I'm not the only one that thinks it was fixed. I just sent you something.
How many times have we sat in front of fights and been like, that was suspect? Like many times.
It was probably always, even those were fixed.
But that one, why fix that one?
Why not?
I don't know. No, why though? No, really, why? Why?
Well, for me, why wouldn't Scott Coker want Fedor Emelianenko to be?
I guess that's true.
His premier
now he's gonna fight
heavyweight champion. It would make sense.
So who's going to throw in the towel with?
I mean, though
the rematch is what's going to make the cash, though, right?
They're not going
to do a rematch, right?
No, it's a heavyweight Grand Prix.
Yeah, so Grand Prix.
It's just a tournament. They're not going to rematch.
Okay.
So the final contestants are going to be Fedor and Ryan Bader. It's odd, very odd pairing.
Neil Armstrong died in 2012. Just I'm gonna throw that out there.
Wow.
I looked it up real
Sorry,
quick,
Neil
but we feel
Armstrong.
really stupid right now. So dumb. Stupid.
So I'll watch Fedor fight anytime, and seeing him punch fucking Chael in the face and easily transition out of like takedowns.
Fixed.
It was nice. Look, Steve, it looked too technically sound for me at times.
Yeah,
to be fixed.
Steve, I'm gonna show you.
All right.
This fight not after this, but sometime in the near future.
Yeah.
Hopefully when you're inebriated and you can confirm my allegations.
Well, what about this 50 Cent situation?
Oh, trying to pay Khabib
$2 million
that's to fight in
interesting.
Bellator?
But then there's like a real consideration now, right, on his end. And I mean,
Khabib's like, you could take the $2 million. I don't care.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what he said. And then I think that's why 50 Cent, kind of dove in and said, well, okay, then I'll give you that 50, I'll put that back in your pocket, or that $2 million back in your pocket in cash.
Damn.
And, if you come over to Bellator, that's not going to happen. Somebody brought this up in the comments section that's actually considered tampering, and I don't believe he can do that. Yeah, especially if he's under contract already with an organization.
Yeah.
50's going to jail. Sorry, y'all.
50 just signed on for like $51 million. He's made $51 million for his production company. To sign on for a new series. He's killing Stars.
Yeah.
He's the only reason people would anybody watches Stars.
He's also...
have you even heard? You haven't even heard of Stars, have you?
Stars Network?
Yeah,
I've
the
heard of
network.
Stars Network, yeah.
Is that still around? I didn't even know it was still around, dude.
He also launched his new champagne, right? He had his new rosé.
Yeah, he has like a champagne. Like,
No, he doesn't have a champagne. You guys are thinking of...
No, he does have a champagne.
Rick Ross.
No. He just came out with it. He just came out with it.
It's not a champagne. Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Because he has a vodka or something, doesn't he?
No. It's a champagne.
They advertised it on the mat.
He advertised it on Conan, too, also. Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, and also he had a bottle ringside when he was at the last fights.
Whatever. He doesn't even drink, which is weird.
But he is a businessman for sure. That dude.
Yeah, people like to try to disavow, his business acumen, but dude has aligned themselves with some pretty high profile companies. Yeah. Vitamin Water, he made a ridiculous amount of money from Vitamin Water. He started G Unit. I mean, it didn't last, but he made the money while it was hot.
The G Unit clothing line, don't forget that.
Yeah,
he had a G Unit clothing line, was crazy. Had Wiggers.
Wow. Everywhere.
It was the Wigger clothing choice. But
like FUBU?
No.
Dude, there's so much food.
I didn't see a lot of white people wearing FUBU.
No, I was speaking of shitty brands
right.
that should be dead that are still around. Is like Urban Outfitters like single-handedly resurrected Fila. I'm like, dude,
Fila is back, like a motherfucker.
I don't get it.
I saw a dude wearing a pony shirt.
That's crazy.
A pony sweater. Well, of course, that's what I'm saying. But like, they're all going to try to do that shit.
And the funny thing is, somebody recently had a pair of Filas on, and I was telling them they were younger. I was like, did you realize that was like the fourth option we had when we were younger?
Yeah.
Literally, if you couldn't buy Nikes, or you couldn't buy Reeboks, or you couldn't buy Adidas, I guess you give me some Filas, Mom. And even then, you were kind of pissed off at it, like, bitch, you don't make enough money to give me no goddamn Jordan.
What about after that? What was LA Gear, right?
LA Gear was dope. For
British Knights.
British Knights were dope.
Yeah.
But all of those were spurred by the fact that households couldn't afford Jordans. Yeah, exactly. So it was like, okay, well, we'll make these off-brands popular.
Which was also a Payless special was the XJ900s.
Yep, and those became big.
Damn, dude,
where you could basically say, I don't give a fuck. These Payless, so they tight though. They dope.
Yeah, I remember I was trying to get my hands on some XJs.
But it's insane that Fila is now becoming a premier brand.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's an ugly ass logo.
Well, right now is the time. Like all these companies can start like collaborating with like hit new whatever.
I wonder how come Fila can come back, but Carl Kanye can't. He's been trying.
You know who else came back? Tommy Hilfiger. Like that shit's
I've been seeing that shit too. A lot of Tommy Hilfiger. A lot of black folks wearing Tommy Hilfiger.
I'm just waiting for Cross Colors, bro.
Cross Colors.
They've tried.
Did they?
And they've had little success because I remember Issa on
Insecure.
I was gonna say immature.
Immature.
Insecure. She was rocking a cross-color shirt. Yeah. She has some really dope shirts. I noticed.
She has some dope shirts.
Really dope shirts.
Every time
she had
her,
one with Nina Simone on. Yeah. I was like, that's fucking dope. Dude. She has some really
she
cool
always
shit.
has some really good shirts on.
Yeah.
But, this is kind of a cool topic, though. Canada just recently legalized it. Legalize it. Hits from the ball.
It hadn't been legalized before?
No, it wasn't. And actually, they're the second country to legalize marijuana.
Oh.
Uruguay being the first.
So Canada as a whole has legalized it.
Whole.
Oh, okay, so that's why.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy,
That's
dude.
dope.
Yeah.
And then they're just like wondering about it's funny because they're doing the same thing, which you should wonder about the repercussions of legalizing anything like that. But I'm just like, Canadians are friendly as fuck. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Get more peaceful?
Yeah.
I heard that Walmart's trying to jump into that territory now
like
that
a weed
they
aisle?
legalized it. Where they're basically thinking about adding that to the plethora of other things they also offer at Walmart.
Listen, at the top of all these big companies, there's someone wanting money, and if you want money, there's huge sums of money to be made in the marijuana business.
Yeah, now's the time to get in if you have the money and the capital to start.
Marijuana is becoming as common as fuck. I remember when it was still something that you had to it was still something that you had to kind of hey, no, I don't.
What's funny now is that when people still talk like that about it.
Do it?
Yeah.
Man, I don't hear anybody speak about it like that
sticky,
anymore.
Man. So I'm like, hey, man, you know it's legal, right? Like, no one cares now, at all. Like,
I hear people on their phones. Oh, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna get a dime back. Yeah, straight up.
Like, hey, did you hear that, man? He's so cool. Yeah, he's getting a dime back.
He the feds. Watch. Look at
I think Uruguay legalized everything, didn't they? Did you guys know that? They legalized like all drugs, which is insane.
I don't know.
everything.
Yeah, everything.
Even PCP.
Even PCP at Sherman Helmsley.
You go to Singapore and you get caught with like a little bit of bud, you're done.
They'll flog you and put you in jail forever.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I didn't know. I was recently listening to. Have you listened to the recent Joe Rogan podcast with? I think it was Justin Wren.
Yeah.
But the guy was speaking about how when he went to some area in Russia, you can't whistle.
You can't whistle.
What the fuck?
Some old man slapped him in the back of the head for whistling. It's disrespectful.
Well, he didn't say old man. He said some thug ass dude slapped him in the back of the head. And
he said it looked like someone like Khabib's dad, right?
Yeah, and he said that the guy, he could tell that the guy would have probably killed him if he would have done anything. So he just let that shit slide.
He must have looked something because if you could slap that dude in the back of the head and
he just let that
he's like,
shit
I'm
slide.
not touching that. You gotta be scared.
How raw
like
would a dude have to be to
individual.
slap you in the back of the head and you look back at him like, what the fuck? And you're like, nah, never mind.
You gotta look like a serious dude.
I would just if he looked crazy as fuck, I'm like, you're a fucking asshole, and I just walk away.
That was uncalled for, sir.
Sir.
Uncalled for. You start you just
Fucking pick
cry,
up your purse and walk away.
cry just a little bit so he feels bad about
Put
it.
your heels on and walk off.
You can't show the bottoms of your feet. That's
You can't show the
crazy,
bottoms of
too.
your feet. Yeah.
What? Where? What the fuck
There's
is that?
this somewhere in
Papua New
Russia.
Guinea? Russia.
Papua
Some
New
part of
Guinea. Papa John's.
Yeah, because it was with Rafael Lovato Jr.
Yeah,
too.
there you go.
Yeah.
Parents of alleged R. Kelly abuse victims start R. Kelly abuse hotline.
Damn, that many.
Dude, that many?
Holy.
They started the hotline for him before they did for Bill Cosby.
That sounds like
They started
another song.
A hotline, so you can call and say,
Like the Corey hotline.
I've been abused by R. Kelly. Dude, we should fucking call that shit.
Nah.
You should call it and be like, yes.
Why
am a
me?
male.
Why me? Why do I have to go about this shit? We're a fucking.
I'm not his type.
We're a threesome.
I'm not his type. I'm not 13 and I'm not a girl.
That's true.
You guys don't leave me hanging like that.
You'd be like, that little girl wasn't the only thing he pissed on. He pissed in my mouth.
Give me that golden shower.
Hey, you know what? R. Kelly, you don't hear it, you know? It's like people are going to come out of the woodworks for a lot of different people, I think, with the whole Me Too thing. Like, people are going to come out of the woodworks like, oh, you know, Frank Sinatra fucking sexually abused me. Like, yeah, well, Frank Sinatra was Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra sexually abused. Isn't it weird that, I mean, R. Kelly has gotten the kind of light deal in this Me Too movement. You would think there'd be a lot more people coming out against him.
He's smart. He stayed out of the limelight. Not intentionally. It's just his music is bad.
Now it is.
Yeah.
He was a R&B genius for quite some time.
Now he can't seem to get off the same fucking story. I'm like, dude, stop. I don't care about the closet.
He's been in the closet. He's been in the closet 40,000 times.
Relive that horrible fucking artistic choice.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, man.
I got nothing else. What else? Oh, you know, it was kind of funny. I was just looking at some fucking more headlines, but you know, like with all the blowback by having like in the southern states by them erecting, you know, statues of Confederate monuments, and then they've been toppled down recently, which is fine. Fuck it. Those guys are slave owners. Fuck those dudes. But now they're hiring like private security. The federal government is hiring private security for cemeteries to like protect them. Like the ones that are housing Confederate people. From like people like fucking exhuming. With shit. Yeah, from people like vandalizing their stuff.
Exhuming fucking Confederate. Dude, it's dust.
I think that's where
he's not there anymore.
That's where I draw the line. Okay, tear down a fucking statue of Robert E. Lee. That's cool, but like you're gonna go dig the fucking graves up of people's families. Like it's a little too much, dude. You're like you're picking up that 200-year-old fucking corpse, punching it in the fucking face.
It's nothing there. There's nothing there. It's
you motherfucker! You're shaking this fucking dirt and worms off of this fucking.
It's a box of soot.
Yeah, it's it in a fucking old gray outfit and shit.
It's gross, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I guess you kind of get the sentiment of it,
I guess. I mean, the cemetery though. Come on, something's got to be revered,
Oh my God! Don't desecrate the cemetery.
Yeah, don't.
Just desecrate these black bodies. It's okay. Just desecrate those black bodies, but please don't desecrate the cemetery.
Get those out of here.
I mean, just leave the remains there. I mean,
come on. If nothing's sacred, then nothing's sacred. Oh,
well, now they got security over there.
Sorry, this is random. You remember? God damn it, Tales from the Hood.
Yes.
There's a 2, right? That just crept onto Netflix.
Of course, Netflix.
I randomly came across.
They're the kings of having the number 2.
It's done by the same people who did the first one. They finally got one. They finally got it. I guess I did a little bit of some information seeking on the whole situation, and I guess
had some time on your hands.
I guess the guy who directed the original one, it was a success.
$25 left over from that fucking movie. So he made part 2.
It was such a success, but I guess it was such a success that no other production companies, no other movie production companies would take on a sequel. Wow. So he wasn't able to get it funded or greenlit. So he did it like fucking 25 years later,
Jesus Christ.
It's not bad.
A long time.
No, yeah.
It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad at all. Maybe worth checking out.
It's just funny, too, that you said part 2 on Netflix, because if you go seek out, like, your favorite movies, they'll never have that fucking film on there. They'll always have the number 2 of it. Like,
the original.
Let me look for the Jungle Book. Nope, they don't got that. They got Jungle Book 2 and 3, though. Like, they just have...
You like the Jungle Book?
I just thought of, like, something. I don't know. The original Jungle Book, the animated one, was good.
I recently, they took the Chappelle show off. I was like, that sucks.
Huh.
So they took Chappelle show off, and then I recently got in. I wanted to watch Al Bundy and
Married with Children.
Married with Children.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch Married with Children for some reason. I got that hair up my ass, and I couldn't find it. And it was on Netflix for quite some time. Now it's not there anymore. It's not on Hulu. It's like, come on, man.
Here, dude, I was actually going to get this for you, like, on Christmas, but you can find, like, on Black Sunday, you can find the whole box DVD set for, like, $20.
See, that's fucking dope.
Like, how dope would that be? See, that's
hey, if you come across that, get that. I will love to watch all.
No, I will. Seriously, I really do want that. But here's the thing, like, too, like, people are like, oh, why do you buy DVDs? Because they don't have, like,
There's try
and watch the original Predator anywhere. It's nowhere.
Yeah. You can't find stuff like that.
You can't find shit like that. They don't want to fucking pay for it. You could go get it on eBay for like $5. Why not?
The Never Ending Story is on Netflix. It's been on there forever.
Damn.
Like, really?
I haven't seen that forever. I don't know why.
But I don't want to watch that again. I wanted to watch Al Bundy.
So what's up, Steve?
Not much, man. Just covering...
Seem kind of sleepy over there.
Yeah. I was just thinking about, man, I really need to take a break from training, man. Yeah, fucking my hips are just throwing my hips out. My neck and my back, just from rolling and stuff like that, just super sore.
Sunday, that's it. Just from Sunday, my hand and my foot are like fucking throbbing, like really badly. Also, I have a lump above my knee, feels like a cyst or something, and I just found today, by the way. So it was nice knowing you guys.
It's not knee cancer, right?
I had Sarah feel it.
Is that thing
like, you got to make
cancer?
a doctor's appointment. Yeah, it's like a ball like right above my knee, and it hurts.
Whoa.
I'm touching it right now. it's like it's sighing when I touch it.
Punch it really hard. See if it disperses, dude.
Pops, yeah. I was like, "Are you sure?" She knew I was serious. So I was like, "You sure I can't take it out myself?"
Hopefully, it's
no. Don't even think about it.
Hopefully, it's not a blood clot that travels to your heart.
I hope it is blood clot.
Yeah, man. I'm like fucking.
So yeah, pray for me, guys.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. You're gonna outlive all of us.
Hopefully, it's my unborn twin. Just showed up all late.
Yeah, so I'm late.
Your consciousness might be downloaded in an Android body, but you'll still outlive us.
Dude, I hope so. I hope my show will be downloaded into an Android body. That'd be sick. I'd do all the things I always wanted to do, like fucking chop a man in half.
Gardening, skydiving.
Knee a grandmother into submission.
Hell yeah. She's like, would you mind making me some warm toast? And
here's some warm toast for your grandma.
Put it in the plum.
Anderson Silver ass.
I got it. What?
I warned you it was not me, Grandma.
Any weird jiu-jitsu stories that just
they have to be weird?
Well, anything like weird? Yeah, I mean, like.
Can I make one up since I don't do jiu-jitsu?
I'll start.
Yeah, make one up entirely. Go for it.
Yeah.
How about I started?
No, I got a real one though. I got real ones.
You do the middle, and then
I'll do the middle.
ends
You
it.
start it, and I'll end it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Thursday, I'm rolling with this black belt, right? It's a black guy.
Dang, double whammy.
His name is Black Belt Jones.
Is he wearing a black gi?
No, he has a white gi for whatever reason.
He's trying to be all fucking.
He has a white
sexy black man trying to be a Idris Elba.
A white gi,
Yeah,
a white gi with a tattered black belt.
of course. Yeah. How many stripes on that black belt?
6.
Woo!
Damn,
Right.
he's
So
on
he
the
has
cusp.
his hair. He has
black
he has a fro.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, he keeps grinding his fucking fro in my face every time he's in my guard.
Okay.
Grinding his what in your face?
His fro.
Oh. Ugh. That's gross.
So when he's in my guard, he keeps grinding his fucking fro in my face. So I'm like, hey man, get your fucking hair out of my face, bro.
Yeah.
And then he decides that he wants to actually stand up and throw fists with me.
Dang.
I obliged him because I'm a real hood nigga and I don't back down from nobody.
Yeah.
So after that, for whatever reason, I look to my left and then in walks fucking Steve.
Oh.
And he's like, well, if this motherfucker wants to get down, then we can fucking get down. I don't really give a fuck. You know how I do. I done been to Rikers.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, you know.
So before I step on the mat to do something about it, I respectfully take off my Crocs. Right? Because you have to do that. And I walk up to the gentleman who's fucking, and then I grab Trey and I start fucking Trey up too. I'm holding him back.
And then like,
yeah.
When the
fucking
coroner took away 2 bodies that day.
when he started fucking me up, like I immediately backed up. And I'm like, dude, this is my fucking gym. And he was fucking with me. And Steve was like, oh, I'm sorry, my glaucoma is a little fucked up.
Y'all look the same to me.
Oh,
is what it was.
Christ, that's
right.
fucked up. Trey
Yeah.
doesn't even have an afro. That's the funny part. He just wanted to get out some aggression that he had pent up over the years. Fucking 2 pieces you a couple times. Even when you're trying to tell him repeatedly, it's me, Trey. He's still catching fists.
So
yeah.
Okay, so Steve,
Well, I mean,
why did you hit me so hard?
like you said.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's just I couldn't tell who was who.
Yeah, he kept reiterating how much all black people look alike. I was like, dude, it's not black people, it's Asians.
You're not supposed to scream Black Lives Matter while you're beating up a black guy.
It goes against everything.
I mean, and it was weird because in the midst of all of this chaos, there was like this little chime or some shit, and I like vaguely heard it. So I went and grabbed my backpack, and I bring my phone out, and then I see all these texts from P. What the fuck was that about? Why are you texting me so much?
I was texting you. You were at the wrong gym.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, the whole time, mystery solved. That's what happened.
Yeah, I was like, hey man.
Well,
Go ahead, Steve. Tell me your actual weird one. I don't have any weird
That was
ones.
a made up story.
so I was rolling with this dude, and I forget what he was, a higher belt than me. I forget what he was though, because it's all nogi, and we're rolling. We got I don't know. Long story short, we're rolling, and I fucking my hand. You know, sometimes you get tangled up. Whatever, you grab a dick or two every once in a while by accident. Yeah. My hand slipped up into his shorts, and when I was looking, like my finger literally was like hooked on his balls. Like, dude wasn't wearing any fucking underwear. Oh. Yeah, straight up, dude. Yes, straight up, dude. No. And I go, huh, and I pull my hand out, and he looks at me, and I was like, bro, dude, listen, man. I was like, you need to wear spats or some fucking underwear, dude, because, like, I literally fingered your ball sack right now, man. Like, you have to wear something.
Did you say your hand went in his pants?
Yeah, in his shorts. And he didn't have any...
Oh, so it went... Okay.
Like, he didn't have any compression shorts? Or
no.
Nothing
to my surprise...
Holy shit,
my finger's hooked on his... I saw his sack on my finger, dude. Like, no bullshit. Like, I'm not even fucking lying, dude. And I was... I'm not even bullshitting you. And it was a weird like moment. And we were done. And I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding me right now, man? It's fucking weird.
That's life, like, kind of fucked me. Like, you thought you were going to go through just the rest of your life cruising along without having someone's balls on your hands?
Touching a man's sack, and it happened.
And his
I'm not
name
a doctor.
was Black Belt Jones.
Christ, that's fucking gross.
Yeah. It was weird.
So what did he say? He's like, he should have, like,
he's like, oh, sorry, man. I'm like, yeah, I got to go home with this.
You should wear underwear in your hands.
Yeah,
dude,
my bad.
That's gross. Dude.
Yeah. And then there was another one, but that was the one that just fucking seared into my goddamn brain.
Your hand could have like kept sliding, could have went down his taint into his butthole. Like,
yeah, right. A straight up oil check, like a legit.
You could have accidentally oil checked him. Yeah. Ugh. A bare naked, sweaty oil check.
Hey, I gave you the shocker, man.
Where was that at? Was that at the Undefeated place?
No. This other place I just stopped in to roll, so...
some fucking gay gym.
No. Like, sometimes I would stop.
None of the guys wear underwear there?
No, it was...
in the hopes that newcomers come
It was over
a dick or two.
Balls.
No geese way too much contact to not wear anything.
Gee balls. It was called balls and geese.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Me up. Yeah. And as men, we don't have people to turn to for things like this.
No,
but it was fucked up, and I was like, yeah, that's a weird moment. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably never.
Did you immediately get home and cry into the arms?
I washed my finger to a nub
of your wife.
I washed that shit down, dude.
Scrape the nail off. Shit off.
With the potato peeler, I was like, get.
You start swinging in the air like Trey on fucking Boys and
Boys, right when you get in the house.
Niggas balls touching my fucking fingers. Not wearing shorts.
That's fucked up.
Fucker.
I'm trying to think of what the other one was that was real fucking. It was kind of weird, but it will come one day. But that was the one though, man.
PJ, crazy story.
Just any crazy story?
Yeah, no, any crazy story.
We don't have any crazy stories. You know what I was just thinking today? I was walking around with Sarah in the in the grocery store.
Yeah.
I was like, I want something exciting to happen.
Yeah.
Why does nothing exciting happen? You know? I feel like sometimes shit's a little too domesticated at times.
Yeah. It's in a controlled box for sure, dude. I think that sometimes
you just want something out of the ordinary to happen? Jump
off.
Exciting?
Yeah, man. Get that adrenaline going.
Yeah.
Almost like, I don't know. Like
she's like, I want a divorce. And you
well played.
And you can have the baby.
Oh, fuck. I'm like,
score.
I don't know how I'm going to take care of this kid, so I'm going to do my best.
God damn. That's you know what? I wonder if it's because we're so used to our adrenaline rushes that we get.
I grew up doing exciting shit all the time.
Yeah.
Everything all the time was exciting. Mm-hmm. Like me and my boys, we'd go out and we have fun. Every night, there was always something exciting happening.
Yeah.
Never.
It was, right, man, when you were younger?
Shit, man, I hate...
When your fucking bike was had just as much currency as having a
car. We took our bikes everywhere. And because of that, we got into all kinds of hijinks. It was just so much... And I like I'm happy with where I'm at in my life.
Right.
But... I just want some shit to happen.
But discovering new things and like all that is just fucking it's cool. It's exciting.
New neighborhoods and shit. Like you would ride into new neighborhoods. You would see new girls that you had never seen before. Yeah. It was so fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
you know?
I remember when I got my bike, it was just like, this was like my first taste of freedom, right? Dude, it's like something you'll never appreciate until you get older. I mean, you can't, obviously, but it's like, I can't wait to grow up so I can do this and that. But then when you get there, you're like, this shit.
Remember the summer would leave you with more daylight hours to go explore, and you'd be out until 8 fucking p.m. just hanging out.
Yeah. We'd be gone, dude. We'd be on our bikes. We'd go to other cities.
Yeah.
And somehow find our way back.
Yeah, dude.
Those were some of the most amazing time periods in my life.
Hell yeah.
Summertime, and I remember me and my friends would get up. We would make these huge skillet-sized pancakes. Mm-hmm. We would eat all of those pancakes. We go directly they lived right next to Raymond Avenue Elementary, and we would go right next door, and we would play basketball from 9 a.m. in the morning till 8 p.m. at night.
Right, all day long. We didn't have shit to do, no responsibilities.
And in the course of that time, girls would come to the court.
Yeah.
Other dudes from other places would come to the court. You would make friends. You might get in a fight or two.
Right.
You might get some numbers.
Right, man.
It was amazing.
I love it,
afterwards,
Oh my God, yeah, dude. Yeah.
yeah, and
So
after
good.
that, we would still stay up the rest of the night and play
video games all
and
night long,
play
dude.
Street Fighter against each other. Maybe watch Macaulay
sleepovers,
Culkin
all
and
that
shit.
shit, dude.
It was so dope, dude.
Yeah, man.
Our morning we would start out at like, because we used to ride BMX. We'd wake up at like 5, early as fuck.
Yeah.
Ride our bikes to the train station, take the train to fucking Linwood, Long Beach, whatever, ride our bikes, do the skate park there before the fucking lights even came on. Dude, we'd meet girls, we'd fucking smoke weed, we'd build fucking dirt jumps, we'd wrestle with each other, we'd film shit, we'd do
steal shit out of the fucking 7-Eleven.
We used to steal shit,
all that.
We used to steal from Home Depot. We used to tag.
Steal a lot. We used to steal a lot of shit.
But I mean,
I think we're the single reason that Michael's put like fucking metal gates over their spray
still
paints.
arts and crafts shit. But I remember a friend of mine. He's the only one that didn't have a bike, and then he finally got a bike, but it turns out it was his sister's bike, right? It was gray and pink, right? And we used to clown this dude, and he had white tires. So I remember we were riding over to my friend Junior's house, right? And then he left, for some reason, his bike there, the gray and pink bike there. Yeah. And he asked me to go over there and get it, right? Like a day later, and I went over there to get it, and I was like, yo, man, I'm sorry, I have some bad news about your bike. He's like, what happened? I was like, Junior's little brother stabbed your tires with a knife. And he's like, whoa, why you stab it? I was like, dude, he said bike was for a chick, dude, and he just was clowning you, and so you stabbed those tires, dude. Just like, his little brother was like 10, and he stabbed his tires, dude. And I was like, damn. But hilarious, man.
I remember I attended an orgy party in the middle of the week. Not on a weekend.
A what now?
Like on a Wednesday, orgy party. What? I didn't
Damn,
engage
dude,
in
growing up
shit.
quick as fuck.
I was my typical nerdy, girl getting self. Then I was like, yeah, whatever. But I was there.
Yeah.
And it was happening in the room right next to me. And
that shit's crazy.
Group of Hispanic girls decided they wanted to fuck a bunch of black dudes, and they were like, all y'all come get it. And it was on a Wednesday in the middle of the day.
That shit's crazy.
Ditch school. It was
of course.
It was like 12 noon, and my dudes was smashing some Hispanic women.
That's crazy. For one of our friends' birthdays, they got a stripper, and I was like, I'm not going, man, because one, I have zero cash to give this chick, dude. I'm
You feel bad.
17
It's worse than when you're cheap around a stripper.
17 years old. And I don't want to be there when she's like, you guys are all little boys and you have no cash, right? So I guess the way it played out is they were all in a circle.
Pogs?
Yeah, they're in a circle, and this Asian stripper showed up with this big old black like bodyguard, right? Of course, right? So she's giving dances and this and that.
What do you mean, of course?
Big old black bodyguard.
It's racist, man.
Sorry. It wasn't a big old, yeah. So anyways, so she sits on this dude Mike's his lap, and she starts like giving him lap dance, and like she like puts her titties in his face or whatever, and he fucking bites her nipple. Party over.
In front of the black bodyguard? That's not good.
Yeah. Party over. Dude, she gets up, slaps his ass, takes her cash. Bodyguard starts threatening folks, and then they leave. Dude, hilarious, but I'm glad I wasn't there for that stupid shit, man. You know what I mean? We're little fucking kids, man. You can't be hanging out in the grown-up world like that.
No.
So, you got no cash.
No.
You're a fucking little kid.
I have way too many stories.
Okay, quick. What's the worst thing you did as a younger kid that now you look back on yourself and you're like, that's That totally was not cool at all.
I got one right away. This one's soft as fuck, but it is something that's always stuck with me. I was at a park, and stepdad at the time, whatever, he was like, "Hey, stay away from those geese," because there was geese chilling, right, and they just laid an egg, and I wanted to see it, right, and so I go over there and I'm like behind a tree, like looking at this thing, and it's kind of chasing me off a little bit.
Yeah.
I pick up a stick when I was looking, and I smashed that thing. Dude,
killed it?
I smashed.
It's like those baby birds that you let die also?
What's that?
Remember those baby birds you let die also?
What do you mean? No.
Okay, go ahead.
He's a monster.
Listen, and if yours is killing animals, then I'm right there with you, brother.
There's something, like I said, it's soft as shit, but that's something that always stuck with me. And then I was like, why the fuck did I do that, man? Like, I have no reason as to why I would smash this egg.
You didn't kill it. You stunned it, just fucked it up?
No, I didn't even touch the bird, just the egg itself. It just laid.
The egg. Okay, I'm sorry.
It laid the egg. It just laid the egg.
Oh, okay.
And I walked up and I smashed it with a stick, dude. I was like, damn, why did I even do that? And like, literally, after that, I felt bad. Like, I was like, I don't even know why I did that. Some fucking kid shit, you know? And then that stuck with me forever. Just like, I don't know why I even would do something like that. You know?
What about you?
We beat the shit out of his bum. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
I don't think you're kidding.
No, I'm not.
I don't think you're kidding.
No, that's a story from some psychopath who I went to high school with.
Oh, my God.
No. Killing fucking animals, dude. Yeek. If I have to die and meet all the animals, the fucking Noah's Ark worth of fucking pigeons.
Oh, my
Dude, I grew up, like, I love shooting. Like
yeah.
Dad showed me how to shoot rifles, and I'd be in my backyard. It got to the point where I'd open up my back door, and all the pigeons would just scatter because they're like, we're all gonna die now. So, yeah, I felt horrible.
No, I had friends that did that shit too. There's a pile of fucking birds in the backyard.
I got good at it.
Yeah.
The day I stopped is when I killed a hummingbird. I still, to this day, feel bad about that.
Right? Yeah, it's something.
Because you pick it up, you're like, oh my God, it's the smallest fucking thing ever. I mean, at first I was proud. I was like, damn, I shot that hummingbird out of the fucking sky.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty dope crack shot, if I don't say so myself.
Right.
Very sad. Very sad. I killed a lot of animals.
Yeah.
And I was nice to people back then. So,
That's pretty tame. It's not too bad. I mean, he just smashed the egg. You killed a living thing, but it wasn't a human being.
You killed a living thing, too.
Yeah, I mean,
I've done worse. It just laid the egg.
I'm sure I've done worse shit,
Wasn't
but
living.
that's the one that sticks with me.
They were all alive. They had bright futures ahead of them.
Mine is just devious and fucked up. When I was in junior high school, that was around the time where basketball cards and all of that type of stuff was huge. And there was a Shaq rookie card, which I still have to this day. Actually, it's not even a rookie card. It's a Shaq LSU college card that I really wanted. And I had a friend named Anthony, smaller dude, and he had that card. And I tried to barter with him. I tried to barter everything I had in my collection in terms of cards. And he was like, nah, there's no way I'm going to give you this card. This card is like my pride and joy. So I was hell-bent on getting that card no matter how, whether he gave it to me or whether I had to take it. So what I did is that every day during, I guess, recess time or whatever you call it. Well, I don't know I forgot what you even call it in junior high school. But so the first day he puts his backpack in his locker, so I get the first number to his combination.
Damn, this guy, yeah.
The second day, I scheme up and I get the second number to his combination. The third day, he puts his backpack in, I get the third number. I wait until he leaves. The whole hall clears out. There's absolutely nobody in the hall.
By the way, his fault. You don't got to bring your fucking pride and joy to school every fucking day.
Damn.
But you know where this leads. So the hall clears out.
You did some fucking Ocean's 11 shit on it.
Dude, the hall clears out. I open the fucking locker. I take the shit out of his backpack. And I watch him actually reopen the locker after the period of play was over, and go, what the hell happened to my car?
He was marinated in the.
He was like, what the fuck?
Misery.
Yeah, he was like, what the fuck happened to my car? Like, oh, this fucking sucks. Like, who did this? And I still have that car to this day.
Fuck.
You should
I
find
still
it and
have
give it back to him.
It's at my mother's house in Rialto. I still have it to this day.
Damn.
And it's in pristine condition because it's sandwiched between two like fiberglass pieces.
Yeah.
And it's been that way since the mid-90s.
Do you know if it's worth anything?
Acrylic pieces, right?
Yeah,
Clear.
acrylic. Yeah.
Acrylic.
Do you know if it's worth anything?
It initially was. I don't know if it's
After
worth
those general
very much
commercials,
now.
that shit should skyrocket.
You know, I have something like that.
But the way it makes me feel about like the level of depression.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know
you, like,
the level to
it's a
which I would
conniving
do
thing.
something to. It was so selfish. It was such a selfish thing to do.
Right.
And it reminds me. It's like an indicator of how far people will go when they're only thinking about themselves.
For sure.
Primarily.
Yeah.
So I actually keep it to remind myself of where not to go.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm capable of, what everybody is probably capable of,
Yeah.
but where not to go in terms of my character. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because it conjures up a story that I had forgotten about. But when I was a kid, like when Transformers were like the shit, right? Like everyone, like so this one kid, he had this Transformer that I wanted. I wanted that fucking thing, right? And he was kind of a dick a little bit. So I remember
Already justifying the crime.
Yeah, exactly. You know, in my mind, I think that's right. I don't know, but I think I'd either asked him if I could see it, or he left it like real quick on his shelf, and I just caught him slipping, right? And I slipped that shit in the band of my underwear, like real quick. And he's like, "Where's my Transformer at?" Teacher searched me, and I'm like, "I don't have it." This and that. And I just remember I went into the bathroom and I pulled shit out of my underwear. I was like, yes, I got it. Put that shit back in my underwear. Had to keep it in there all day long, you know. I just snatched that thing up, dude. And then from there, I just started snatching things. I remember I was stealing shit like crazy.
Dude, in high school, yes. Dude, like I was a fucking thief.
When that box gets opened and you realize you can just take shit, for a minute, it's very provocative.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, I got caught eventually. I got caught at
So did I.
stealing.
And that was the last time I started. My mom, it was cool the way my mom handled it.
I got caught at Big Lots.
I'll leave this closing thing.
And I
for
didn't even
me.
do anything that time.
For me, I actually got caught. I was stealing tech decks and shit, like 'cause they were dope at the time. Tech decks, you know, little skateboards.
Oh yeah.
I got caught at fucking at the Toys R Us. That's actually still there today, and I couldn't talk my way out of it. And the guy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna call your parents." All right, so they call my. He's like, they call my parents. No one's home. This is back in the days when they had answering machines. So he's like, "Oh, they weren't there, but I left a message." He's like, "You know, don't come back to this. Don't come back here ever again."
Man, did you
dude?
solid,
I fucking
bro.
hauled ass on my bike.
Oh, did you get to
hauled
it?
ass to get home. It wasn't that far, but it was far
Right.
enough.
You gotta erase that shit.
Dude, I was so panicked, dude, that I was trying like a normal, like I was into BMX. I bunny hopped up this fucking curb, but there was like a slightly elevated piece, and like
smash a roof.
it hit my back tire, skidded out, and I ate shit, dude. Like I tore my fucking arm up, and like I got up, I went home, and there was no message left there.
Oh, what a dick. I mean, cool.
So after that, I was like,
Lesson learned. Touche, my friend.
Lesson
Touche.
learned. Yeah. So after that, like, it was
The ultimate chess player.
Yeah, so that was kind of that was
cool that he hooked you
moral
up
for me.
like that. Yeah, but man, listen, like I got caught by my mom. Some stupid shit. My mom
wow.
She was getting gifts all of a sudden, right? And I snatched up these earrings. I mean, just dumb, man. I was
like,
so
diamonds?
young.
Where did you get these, Steven?
Well, they're like red and blue, like plastic gems, right?
Yeah,
but I thought I'm so dumb and little that I thought they were legit, and they'd just be out and about.
Yeah.
On the carousel type thing. Same move. Put them in the band of my underwear, and they're stabbing the shit out of me until we got home.
The bats.
And I used to hide shit underneath my bed, and then I'm like, "Hey, Mom, I got you this present." She's like, "You got me earrings?" I'm like, I'm like in second grade, you know?
Yeah.
And luckily she didn't whoop my ass for it because, like, you know, that's what I was expecting. And she told me why I shouldn't do that. And I was so scared that she was going to whoop my ass.
Yeah.
I just never did it again, man. Yeah. And then, I don't know, it just kind of went from there. Like when...
That's good parenting.
Yeah, you know, it reminds me of when I was going to this really bad school. And this kid was like, I was like in fucking third grade. And he's like, "Hey, you want to get jumped into the gang?" I was like, "I don't know."
Third grade?
Yeah. school
8 or 9. What kind of fucking gang was that?
The thing was that all of his brothers and cousins were in a gang in 5-2, right? So, Cabalito Park, 5-2, whatever, and I was like, oh, I'll tell you later. I didn't even know what a gang was. And I went home. I asked my mom, "You think I should join this gang?" And she freaked the fuck out.
Beat the shit out of you.
No, she freaked out, right? But I have no male figures in my life. So she went and got the manager of the apartment building, the apartment complex, to come talk to me. And he was like telling me, and I hated this guy. I hated the manager of the complex. He was always trying to stop us from doing cool shit, like climb the tree to the very top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Run on the roof of the apartment. But so the next day I went back, and he's like, "So what's up? You want to do this?" And I was like, "Nah." I told him no. I'm not doing that. And he's like, "All right, I'm gonna like fuck you up," or whatever he said. I don't remember what he said. I just know that it was like, "All right, we're gonna throw." And I already been in like a bunch of fights at that point, so I whooped this dude. And
you beat the shit out of the dude who your mom sent to help you?
No, I'm sorry.
That's what I heard.
I was like,
9-year-old beat the shit out of a 15-year-old.
I was terrible. I was terrible at telling the story. I'm sorry. I went to school.
Probably felt real bad.
I went to school the next day, and the dude that wanted me to get jumped into this baby gang, really, come on, how serious could it be? Really, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't want to do that, but so he was trying to fight me, and then I ended up whooping his ass. So, but it just goes to show, like, I don't know. My mom had it tough. She had 2 boys, and we're getting into some bad shit in a bad neighborhood, and until we had her stepdad, and then we had like more of a male figure. But she did a good job. She had to play both roles, just like of course, your mom had to play both roles too, and then at some point,
well. Not really. Because you got to remember, like, I grew up with Amber's dad.
Oh.
So there was a father figure.
Oh, I see.
In my life. I just didn't realize that he wasn't my father. He was my father until 13.
Oh, shit.
And then they were like, hey, that's not your father.
Damn, that sucks. Oh, man. That's the craziness, man. Yeah, so...
shit, you guys have some closing shit before we go? It's already 10:10, so we're probably going to get kicked out soon.
The only closing thing that I have is that story about the same younger boy that I stole that car from.
Yeah.
There's a deeper story. He actually was in various moments in my life that actually contributed to even how I maybe even view myself right now. So he popped up in various different moments in my life. I'm going to save that for the next one. I'll reveal another instance.
I got nothing left.
I have nothing.
Don't steal out there, yo.
Huh?
Don't steal. Be good people.
Yeah, don't steal. I mean, we're just stupid kids.
Unless it's Robin Hood style.
And if you steal, don't get caught.
There you go. All right, y'all.
Peace.
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 Peace.